Alex was looking at two stocks, both technology companies, both profitable, both growing. One had a share price of $180, the other had a share price of $95. Alex assumed the cheaper stock was the better deal. He was wrong, and the single number that would have told him the truth took less than 5 seconds to calculate. That number is called the P/E ratio, and by the end of this video, you will never look at a stock price the same way again. I am Vish. Welcome to Vish Invest, where we break down money with real examples and zero fluff. Today we are covering the P/E ratio, what it is, how to calculate it in seconds, how to use it to compare real companies, and the one mistake most new investors make when using it. Let us get into it. P/E stands for price to earnings. It is a ratio that compares a company's stock price to the profit it actually makes. It tells you one simple thing. How much are you paying for every dollar of profit this company generates? Think of it this way. Imagine two coffee shops on the same street. Shop A is selling for $100,000. Shop B is selling for $60,000. Your first instinct is that Shop B is cheaper. But what if I told you that Shop A earns $10,000 profit per year and Shop B earns only $3,000 profit per year? Now which one is cheaper? Shop A. Because you are paying 10 times its annual profit to buy it. Shop B, you are paying 20 times its annual profit. The price alone told you nothing. The P/E ratio told you everything. That is exactly what the P/E ratio does for stocks. It strips away the share price and shows you what you are actually paying for. The formula is simple. P/E ratio equals share price divided by earnings per share. Earnings per share, also called EPS, is simply the company's total annual profit divided by the number of shares outstanding. It tells you how much profit the company made for each share. Let us do a quick example with Alex's fictional company. Teknova has a share price of $50. Its earnings per share are $2.50. P/E ratio equals 50 divided by 2.50. That gives us 20. A P/E of 20 means investors are paying 20 times Teknova's annual earnings to own a share. Or, put another way, at current profit levels, it would take Teknova 20 years to earn back what you paid for the share. That is what the P/E ratio is telling you. In general, and this is a rough guide, not a rule, a P/E ratio below 15 is typically considered low or cheap, meaning the market is not paying a high premium for the company's earnings. A P/E ratio between 15 and 25 is generally considered fair value for a stable business. A P/E ratio above 25 or 30 often signals high expectations. Investors believe this company will grow earnings significantly in the future, so they are willing to pay a premium today. Now let us look at real companies right now in 2026. The S&P 500, the benchmark index of 500 of America's largest companies, currently has a trailing P/E ratio of approximately 27 to 28. The historical average P/E of the S&P 500 over the past century is around 17 to 18. This means the U.S. market right now is trading above its long-term historical average. Investors are paying more than usual for each dollar of earnings. Whether that is justified depends on earnings growth expectations, but that is the honest picture. For individual stocks, Apple currently trades at a P/E of approximately 31 to 34. Microsoft is at around 24. Alphabet, the parent company of Google, is at approximately 27. And Nvidia, the AI chip giant, sits at around 37. These differences tell a story about how the market values each company's future growth potential. This is where the P/E ratio earns its reputation. Let us compare two companies Alex is looking at. Both in the technology sector, both profitable. Company A has a share price of $180 and earnings per share of $6. P/E ratio equals 30. Company B has a share price of $95 and earnings per share of $5. P/E ratio equals 19. Without the P/E ratio, Company B looks cheaper at $95 versus $180. But with the P/E ratio, you can see that Company A at a P/E of 30 is actually more expensive relative to its earnings, and Company B at a P/E of 19 is genuinely better value for the profit it generates. Alex was about to buy the wrong stock based on share price alone. The P/E ratio saved him. This is exactly why share price alone means nothing. A $10 stock can be far more expensive than a $500 stock if the $10 stock earns almost no profit. The PE ratio is the number that makes the comparison honest. Here is where most new investors go wrong. They compare PE ratios across completely different industries, and it gives them a completely wrong picture. Different industries have completely different PE standards. A utility company, like a water or electricity provider, typically trades at a PE of 12 to 18 because its earnings are stable but grow slowly. A technology or AI company might trade at a PE of 30 to 50 or higher because investors expect earnings to grow rapidly. Nvidia's PE of around 37 does not mean it is overvalued when compared to other semiconductor and AI companies. It reflects the market's expectation of future earnings growth. So if you compare a utility company's PE of 15 to Nvidia's PE of 37 and conclude Nvidia is expensive while the utility is cheap, you are comparing apples to oranges. You have to compare companies within the same industry and sector for the PE ratio to give you useful information. Compare Apple to Microsoft, to Alphabet, all technology. Compare ExxonMobil to Chevron, both in energy. That comparison is meaningful. Comparing McDonald's to Amazon tells you almost nothing useful. You do not need to calculate PE ratios manually. On any financial platform, Yahoo Finance, Google Finance, or any stock market app, simply search for the stock name, and the PE ratio is right there in the key statistics or summary section. Apple is 31. Microsoft is 24. Nvidia is 37. It takes 5 seconds to find. The key is knowing what to do with that number once you have it. Compare it to the company's own historical PE average. Compare it to similar companies in the same sector, and compare it to the broader market average. Those 3 comparisons together give you a clear picture of whether you are paying fair value, getting a bargain, or overpaying for growth that may or may not arrive. Alex went back to those 2 stocks. He pulled up the PE ratios in 30 seconds. One was at 19, the other was at 31. The cheaper share price was actually the expensive stock. He bought the right one, not because he got lucky, because he used a number that told the truth when the share price was lying. The PE ratio is not the only metric you need, but it is one of the first ones you should check before buying any stock, because a share price without a PE ratio is like a price tag with no comparison. It tells you the cost, but not the value. If this video helped you understand something that used to feel complicated, hit like and subscribe to Vish Invest. And if you want to understand more metrics like this one, the video on the 7 things smart people buy in their 20s to grow wealth is on your screen right now. I will see you there.